Hi, I'm Angela from foodangel.com. Thank you for joining me today and welcome to my home. If you already subscribe to Food Angel or follow me on social media, you probably know that I recently started a new series called So Long Sweet Tooth. If you haven't read part 1 yet, make sure to check it out on my blog after the video. In my first post, I talked about the demonization of fat in America and how that research has now been disproven. Then, I gave a brief history on how sugar came to be added to almost all of our food products and what a big problem this has become. Well, to bring us back to today, as Americans, when we diet, we usually choose a fad diet plan based on cutting out or down on one thing, such as fat, carbs, or calories. There don't seem to be as many popular diet plans that solely target sugar intake. I first became interested in my personal added sugar intake a couple of years ago. Out of curiosity, I started tracking my food on the app MyFitnessPal. I thought that my diet was already fairly healthy, but I was interested in how it actually broke down. I was shocked to see that almost every day I was going over the recommended sugar intake, even on days when I skipped dessert. After completing research, I learned that the American Heart Association recommends that adult women or teens should limit their sugar intake to 6 teaspoons per day. That converts to about 29 grams of sugar per day, which is how a food label would generally measure sugar, and it looks like this. They also recommend that adult men or teens should limit their sugar intake to 8 to 9 teaspoons or 44 grams per day, like this, and that children should consume no more than 4 teaspoons or 19 grams of sugar per day, like this. Well, to bring that into perspective, the average American eats about 31 teaspoons of added sugar every single day, which doesn't include natural sugar from fruit, for example. This means we're eating about 1/3 of a pound of sugar every day, which adds up to over 130 pounds of sugar per person per year. I mean, come on, just a can of regular soda alone has about 35 grams of added sugar, which is equivalent to almost 9 teaspoons or 140 calories, and it's also the same as a man's daily intake. And who just drinks one 12-ounce can anymore when you can order a large 30 fluid ounce cup of Coke from McDonald's for just $1? So to show you what that would look like for one can, I'm going to add the man's daily intake to this cup of water. So when you're drinking a can of Coke, remember this, because this is how much sugar you're actually consuming in that one can. Pretty gross, huh? After completing this research, I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. My husband and I both realized that we needed to make a change for our health and also take a stand against the food industry's practice of adding unnecessary sugar to our food products, which has led to the obesity epidemic, as well as the escalation of many other diseases here in America. We decided to challenge ourselves to eliminate sugar from our diet for a full 90 days. This may seem extreme, but we don't want to just stop eating sugar for a while and then go back to old habits. We want to make a complete lifestyle change and also encourage you to do the same. Please subscribe to my blog at food-angel.com to follow our journey while we learn to cut out sugar from our diet, as well as for organic and healthy living tips and recipes. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media as well. Thanks for watching, and so long, sweet tooth.